Raffnet, a world that's full of politics and war, but it's also full of love. Though sometimes that love goes sour. There's only one person that can help that. The Marriage Chancellor. Today's couple is suffering in a tragic relationship, but like always, the Chancellor will get to the root of their problem before it blows out of proportion.
So, Jacob, tell me about Ceibi's alcoholism.
When I first met her, she didn't reveal this, but I learned it over time, and that she is a very angry person, and she drinks all the time. Whenever we go on walks, on the beach, whenever we're doing government work, she's always drinking, and she's a very angry drunk.
All right,
it's a real problem.
All right, and Ceibi, what's your comments on, Jacob's remarks he just stated?
First of all, I'm just gonna say I am a complicated person.
Oh no.
I am very complicated.
So, Ceibi,
And second,
why do you drink?
I mean, it all started when my parents abandoned me.
Did your parents?
She's drunk right now.
Did your parents really abandon you, or did they just not know where you were?
That's a good question. Dad, dun dun dun.
Look, we're not here to talk about. Ceibi, all over the carpet.
My God, classic Ceibi.
All right, so let's move on from the alcoholism. Jacob, there's been some financial issues as well.
Yeah, so I'm very financially successful. I'm self-made man. I did it all myself. But Ceibi is very jealous of my wealth, and she often demands it to fuel her alcoholism and gambling addictions. And of course, I don't want to fuel. I don't want to help her. I don't want to, contribute to her addictions, to her problems. So I tried to
The
not
one
give her
who
money.
gambles here is our kid, Yuka, because he's always in our dad.
Oh,
That's
That's
another
it?
problem. That her bad habits have influenced many of her kids. I
Our
tried to protect
kids.
them, but it's difficult
okay.
because
So
of the aggressiveness.
I noticed that you just said her kids.
Oh,
So she had they're my stepkids, but she has two kids from before she met me. She's had multiple husbands before me. One of which was her brother, and the other was she killed. But she had multiple husbands, and she had two children from before we got married.
I see. So, Ceibi, tell me about your previous relationships.
so the first one I didn't know. It's a Luke and Leia situation. That just happened because he was easily to manipulate, and I stay by that statement. The second one, that was before he was a traitor. He was pretty decent. He's the father of
Wait, who's
Yuka.
this guy? Sorry, we had someone walk in. Okay, keep going.
Wrong door, wrong meeting. The second one, he was pretty decent as a dad until he became a traitor, and now we don't know where he at. But I always treated your kids like my kids, Jacob. I love them like they're my own. And I don't gamble, what the fuck?
She just won the
nice.
last.
I just
She
noticed-
just won the last lottery.
I hear that there's some. Hold on. Let me turn off this faucet really quick. Now that's been that the water was turned off. Okay.
Also, can I add, I'm also self-sufficient because I grew something out of nothing. House Dandelion was made by me.
She
So
was born
boom.
into nobility.
No,
It-
that
it's
was
just
a
what I'm
lie. That's a
saying.
straight lie. I made it to what it is now. A pretty roll. And like 2 houses built by me. by the
And
way.
like 2 houses. That's true.
Nice. Well, domestic violence. I hear that you two have been beating the shit out of each other.
Well, it's very one-sided. You see, like, so
Yeah, it's you. It's you.
No, it's not true. So what
You have
happens
another
is
right sword.
I see her and I say, oh, I'm going to slash, marry, kiss, because that's what you do when you're married. But every time I walk up to her, she punches me in the face. And then, of course, I can't kiss because now I'm in combat. And sometimes she'll chase me around and she'll keep punching me. There was one time in Mavos that she, murdered me like 20 times in one day.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
Duke came over because he thought I was the problem and he killed me. It was terrible. It was
See,
terrible.
even Duke defends me because you were the problem.
I have a screenshot of like my map with 20 death markers in like my
That
own
was
town.
Duke.
It was tragic.
That was Duke. And many other people.
And of course, like everyone else is a bystander. They don't, want to protect me. But
I
it's
know. Why don't you
really
mention the Eldham problem? So Jacob killed me, right? Good. He killed me and that appeared in Global. And everyone was happy because he killed me. You see what's messed up? Everyone was like Giga Chad. And I was like, what the fuck?
okay. So yeah, in Eldham, people knew that we were married in Eldham, and when I killed her, a bunch of my I guess I have a lot of fans in Eldham. They started cheering me on. They're kind of insulty. They cheered me for killing my wife, and they all shopped at my market.
All right. And how did this make you feel, Ceibi?
Honestly, that was fucked up. That was really fucked up.
And Jacob,
You killed me for your own personal gain, for the market.
Did you enjoy all of these incels cheering you on?
To be honest, it was good, and a lot of them came to my market, so I made a lot of money for Bardonia, ka-ching, and I feel like that's a worthy, the ends justified the means at that point.
So
I did what I had to do.
Ceibi's death brought the incels into your shop to make more money.
Yeah, for Bardonia. What I'm saying is that I care about Bardonia and she doesn't, is what I'm saying.
He only thinks about the money, not about the marriage.
Is that true, Jacob? Do you only think about the money?
No, that's not true. I'm a river to my people. My money goes out to all other people, my family, my friends, other Bardonians, lots of
But
infrastructure investments.
But I don't want money.
But I can't give it to Ceibi, of course, because of her alcoholism. She'll spend it on alcohol.
Oh, hold on. Ceibi, what do you want?
My love language is just quality time and touch, and you only hit me. You crazy.
Well, something he brought up before is he's tried to show you affection, walking up to you, trying to kiss you, and you would punch him in the face and chase him around and continue to punch him.
What he doesn't mention is that I hug him. Boom. And hearts appear.
She calls it a hug.
Of...
I call it punching.
It does say hug. The command is hug.
It takes my heart
But
away.
you didn't tell him that you walk around with a netherite sword and you have
That's very
killed me.
recent. So very recently,
God.
very recently, as of like an hour ago, I started to take precautions to protect me and my family against Ceibi. Me and my children,
Wait, I am your family.
Me and my children. I gotta protect, the children. So I carry
I don't know what
netherite
you're
sword with
talking
me.
about.
I carry netherite sword with me in case she gets violent. To
Your
deter
kid
her.
got violent. Kapna started hitting you.
Yeah, so that's just bad habits. He learned from you.
He's not. He's your kid. He's my step kid. And I treat him well.
It's systemic. The abuse she spread it to the whole family.
But what about the insults?
He called me punk. Wow.
I mean as a term of endearment. I call people nerds and punks, but in a nice way. It's good. It's my culture.
And
I was canonically born in Ryzan, so Ryzani blood in me, a little toxic.
My ethnicity.
And Ceibi, do you call him any names?
I said look at his head.
What names does she call you, Jacob?
Mostly, like I'm gonna be honest. Mostly it's in Spanish, so I don't know what she's saying.
It's an Ardati.
It's an Ardati. It's an Ardati. But I assume it's very mean because the other Ardati speakers tend to laugh when she says it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like her other children, Mimer and stuff. They always laugh when she says these things. So again, like she's spreading it to the family.
I don't insult you. Every time you kill me, I say Dios mío, and that's my God. Because I'm like, oh my God, this guy keeps killing me. That's why they laugh.
Alright,
Boom.
speaking of children and all of this, Ceibi, some people have been saying that you're a parent of
An abandoner?
poor quality. Well,
I
what's your
would
comment
say
about
that's
that?
false. I would say that is false because Yuka is one of the best. My kids are awesome because Mimer is a captain. Yuka, he's pretty well liked in the ETC and in Eldham. So, and those are the only two kids that I have. Kino is awesome too, and he's my kid. Oh, I have 3 kids. So they're
She doesn't even
cool.
remember how many kids she has. She's just drunk. She doesn't even know what's going on.
No, they're 3 kids. I'm trying to. I'm in birth. Those are 3. Like by blood, those 3 are mine, and they're great. Each of them have good work ethic. They're great, and they're well liked in the community. You have Capna, and I think he's banned from somewhere.
No,
Try to
Captain is a
give him
hero.
love.
A Bardonian hero. I adopted him because he wanted to be adopted. And he's a hero, as far as I'm concerned. He serves Bardonia well.
He does.
I
He
abandoned-
does, beat the shit out of a lot of people who talk shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the
That's true.
fact that you're slandering him is
I
just
don't
tragic.
slander him.
You're like
I
pitting our
have
children
him-
against each other. You're rating them as some good, some bad.
What?
I love them all equally, and I think they're all great.
Do you love Memer?
Yeah, he's a captain. I've supported him many times.
I
Now,
love
Just-
our kids.
We've
I hope
we've
Captain.
talked about a lot of aspects of this. We've talked about the alcoholism, the financial issues, the domestic violence, the insults, previous relationships, and the bad parenting. But something we haven't really talked about is your relationship with each other. Has it always been
What's
like this?
I mean, he did get me disbanded because he was anti-monarchy, so we didn't start pretty good, right, Jacob?
So when I first joined Bardonia, the
What
royal
the fuck
family
is
was
this? Bear?
So, like I was saying, let's talk about your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Was it always like this?
it
We'll
didn't start off
explain.
it didn't start off great. When I first joined Bardonia, there was the royal family, the Dandelion family. Also, it was named something different at that point. And
Corn
everyone,
Boy.
yeah, Corn Boy, and everyone was a big fan of Zome. So I said, as just to stand myself out, I was going to be anti-monarchy. And so I took that position, and I was very publicly against the royal family,
Mm-hmm.
which eventually contributed greatly to Zome being temporarily disbanded. So the relationship didn't start off great, and it took some time to recover, but then we got to a pretty good place. As then we got married, and like her true self got revealed as like the marriage progressed. The alcoholism, the abandonment of her children, the
So
aggressiveness.
I have a question for you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Do you see Ceibi as somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with?
Despite all of the flaws, yes, I'm trying to fix her, right? Because
Fix
like she's broken and she needs to be fixed. I'm gonna help her. I keep trying to do everything I can
Mm-hmm.
to save her and her children from her worst impulses. I'm a bit of a hero, is what I'm saying.
I say, what are you giving me? Ooh,
The
strawberry.
watermelon. That's not strawberry.
strawberry.
She's very drunk.
What about you, Ceibi? What do you think?
I think we also started bad because he was part of the reason why we got disbanded, just to then get banned, like come back. So that was kind of messed up. And then it's been a hard week, man. Duke just died. He was like a father figure to me. So it's been hard. Ah shit, it's been hard.
So, do you care about Jacob?
Yes, even though he doesn't see it, but I do.
So
I named the donkey after him.
it seems
His
like
name's Jackal.
both of you just care about each other, and you're willing to accept each other for the flaws and everything that you have. and you guys are. It just seems like your relationship is just so equally toxic. It kind of balances each other out.
Nice.
You know what? I think that's a brilliant point.
So
We're made for each other.
We gotta share alcoholism. Here, have some tequila.
You're a very good Marriage Chancellor. The Chancellor really opened up my eyes to the relationship that, we have serious flaws, but at the end of the day, I think we're made for each other. We're equally toxic, as the Marriage Chancellor said. And I think going forward, once I realize that thing's going to get a lot better in our relationship.
Chancellor helped a lot to figure out, how my relationship with Jacob works. We are made we are made for each other, and I accept him even though he's toxic. But you know what? That's all love. And I'm gonna eat a strawberry because I'm drunk.
that's a watermelon slice.